Hi there. Just popped on for a little while to share a few thoughts with you. Over this past wee while, I've been looking at the parable of the prodigal son, the lost son, and I have to say personally, it's one of the most beautiful portions of scripture that we can find. It really is. And just one little scripture in that near the end of the parable. In Luke chapter 15 and verse 22, we read about the father speaking to his servant and telling his servant to go and get the best robe and put it on his son, a ring on his finger and shoes on his feet. Now, as we know, the prodigal came back in quite a mess, to say the least. He probably left in his finery. I would say he left in a nice robe, ring on his finger, shoes on his feet, so ready to face the far country. But as we all know the parable, he wasted all that he had on riotous living. So at one stage he probably sold the robe that he did have. At one stage he probably sold the ring. The ring may have went first. And then perhaps he sold his shoes. And so everything was sold. Perhaps even one of the things were lost. But anyways, the Father brings restoration. And I love what the scripture says in Luke 15:22. Bring out the best robe. You say, I don't believe the son had the best robe before. He had a robe, probably a nice robe, but it wasn't the best robe. And so the father now decides to put the best robe on his son, and then put a ring on his finger and shoes on his feet. And it's all new. Everything's new. The son has never wore that robe before, wore that ring before, wore those shoes before. This is all new to him. And dear friends, I do believe that resonates with so many people today. Perhaps you watching this, that in a way like the prodigal son, that which you have received from God, you've wasted, in your opinion. You've squandered it. You've failed. Failed in God's ministry. Failed in the giftings that God has given you. But here's the thing. God doesn't want you ruined. He wants you restored. He doesn't want you to lie in ruin. He wants you to rise up in restoration and renewal and revival. And so I do believe that God has something new for you. Just the way God, the Father, had something new for his son, God has something new for you. The best. It wasn't just the robe the son got, it was the best robe. So there's the best. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come for you. Because God is altogether merciful. God is the God that seeks to see your life restored. So there's the best robe, then there's the ring on the finger, and then there's the shoes on the feet. So the prodigal son, the son walks, hear this, walks in something he had never walked in before. And I believe that is a word for somebody today, that God would say that you're going to walk in something you have never walked in before. A new ministry, a new gift, something you never had before in the past, but something that God would give you now. What a God that we serve. What a God that we serve, indeed. One who does not seek our demise, but one who seeks our rise. For us to rise again, to rise in ministry, to rise in gifts, to rise in his power. So, dear friend, today, be encouraged. Be encouraged indeed. For the Lord is good. The old may have went, but the new has come. It's a new day. It's a new beginning. Forgetting those things which are behind and reach forth unto those things which are before. It's a new day. God bless you.